patreon.com/donate.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Peace be upon you, around you, and may it emanate from within you. Brothers and sisters, welcome to this third installment of Nourishment. And so far, I thought we'd have our discussion today from the treadmill. Because the discussion so far has been, what are we hungry for? Identifying we eat for emotions, you know, all that stuff. But then we talked about the fact that we truly needed oxygen. And today we're going to introduce the concept of living waters. But clearly enough, I thought I'd take today's conversation to the treadmill. I know it's a little bit of an awkward shot, but I think you'll be able to work with me here just for these few minutes. So in our third installment here, we're now going to introduce, we said we were taking 3 breaths before we started each meal. We said we were writing down the things that we wanted. We were identifying what was our trigger, sugar, salt, or fat, or a combination of the 3. When do you crave those specific foods? So if the journal's working for you, and I shouldn't have any uncertainty, I know you're doing the journal, I know you're putting the effort into this, then today I'd like to discuss the concept of consuming water. Because most of us, or rather eating our waters, most of us are going to look for something to eat and then think, oh, I have to pick a diet food, I have to pick something low this, low that, or look at the label. So today I'm hoping that with our step-by-step process, we're not only going to have 3 extra breaths before we eat, we're not only going to write down and maybe jot it into our phone, we are now going to consciously try to consume our waters, i.e. today's topic can be entitled, Eating Your Water. Now, how do you eat water? The idea is to start consuming things that your body needs. More oxygen, more deep breathing, more diaphragmic awareness that you're breathing from your stomach, more time possibly walking. It's not about running. We're about 2 miles right now on the treadmill, so 2 miles per hour. It's not about running, but it's about getting your heart rate up. And that's something we're going to talk about coming up. But for now, the idea is when I pick up food, I'm going to say how much water content is in this food, i.e. a salad, a clean, freshly grown salad. If you're buying produce, again, you want to have clean produce, right? Watermelon is 80% water. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, berries. I'm going to try, and I'm not going to say other words that are very water-based foods, but you're not used to hearing them, so I'll leave them out right now. But for the things that you know that are clean, fresh produce, things that contain a larger than 50% amount of water in them, start bringing them into your diet. Because the idea is, look friends, we're going to get to the ritualistic eating, and you're going to get to eat the things that we're used to eating, but we have to be able to take charge and eat consciously, mindfully. Because before we can bring nur into your body so that it shines out, we do definitely have to go deep into some of the pores, into the organs, into the places of our body that we don't really like to feel and acknowledge. So we're going to have to go down into some of the dungeons, clean out some of those things which our body never wanted, but now just hanging on to out of fear. It's like, what is the guy up there going to do to me? So before we get to a postures of prayer discussion, that's where I'm leading, where your body is speaking to you, I really want nourishment to be about gut intelligence. So today's point, if you could start to consume, I don't really want to tell you salads, because when you say salad, then it comes with a dressing and like 50 other things on top. Consume the food that has 50% water content or more. Apples, bananas, any types of fruits. I want you to start to get into that, and that's all I'm going to leave it at right now, because how much more can I push the concept that your body wants oxygen and your body wants water? This nutrient idea, we're going to get to it, but your body definitely didn't wake up and say, oh man, if I could find a candy bar, if your ancestors were like, today if we find a candy bar, our species is really going to survive. No, so we want to get that body back in line, back to a comfort level. But with the last few days of Ramadan upon us, and whenever you're catching this video, we all in real time are concluding our fast of 30 days. And whether you fasted or not, you know that that's a huge thing. Sunrise to sunset, no food, water, or intercourse, or any type of intimate touch. So that's a pretty big. If someone can do that, you're wondering why are they watching nutrition videos? It's because fasting's just become rote, right? It doesn't have the power that it used to. So today's real topic, if you remember from our introduction, is gut intelligence. Because I can tell you, eat healthy, eat living waters, consume air as much as you can, try to breathe in and out of your mouth and in and out of your nose. We'll talk more breathing techniques coming up. We might even talk about the breathing mask that I use when I'm doing like more intense training and running. So the air component, the water component are all, I could tell you, endlessly. And at this point, we should plug. Tony Robbins has an amazing series available. Please purchase. Try not to get things pirated, or find a free copy that's been made available. If you can look, there's a wealth of knowledge out there. You guys are the information age. But that is going to tell you what to do and how to build your lifestyle. I am genuinely reaching out to a group of people who are looking to bring light into their life with today's topic or inner topic, which is called gut intelligence. If you'd like to look into it now, look at the mind-gut connection. A lot has been written on it recently about how people with intestinal diseases tend to have more sensitive, tend to have sometimes will be found with depression. There are mind issues and gut issues that we're finding great correlation with. What does that mean for us, though? And I'm hoping in today's installment that you're going to try to fit this Lego piece in your head. Your stomach has the intelligence of your brain, if not more. And I know that's tough because you're thinking higher senses. But your brain your stomach can communicate with you tremendously. So let's take the example. If you don't do well with milk, and I'm really hoping we can start cutting out dairy, I'm just going to say it now, and if you feel it, just start letting it go. Those of you who can't tolerate dairy, you will know that you take a bite of ice cream and your stomach will say something. You continue to eat it, your whole digestive tract will talk to you, right? Oh, it hurts, I'm in pain. And it's as if this pain is something external. It's your body talking to you. So I really want now in this installment, and I've said that so many times, if you can please begin to listen to your gut. When it's empty, is it shriveling up? Give it some air. When it's empty, can you drink before you eat? Can you drink when you wake up? Can you have a cup of water to cleanse everything down through the system instead of throwing sugar and processed food? So then your stomach's like, oh, I got to digest all this night food, all this night enzymes, and I have to digest this brand new food in the morning. So if you could, we're going to begin discussing gut intelligence, and everybody's gut has and let me open up this discussion for you. Your gut has over 100 trillion bacteria, 2,000 species of bacteria, biomes they call them. And within these biomes, each one of these groups and species of bacteria work to do something properly, maintain an ecosystem within your belly that you could essentially put anything into it. But that's what's happened is we're now being trained by our commercials and TV that when you have heartburn, your body's screaming out to you, just pour some pink stuff on top of it. Hey, if you want to eat that chili dog, then just have one of these tablets, 24 hours of protection. It's like, who are you protecting though, right? If we detached ourselves from the body so much that we're just like, shut up, like enough with you and your, oh, my stomach hurts. Literally, it's like you're treating your body really, really harshly. So for all of us out there, we are now going to make the commitment to grab our nutrition-based eating, fill it with oxygen, consume air, and recognize that our stomach and our body can talk to us. Some of you want that body of Jannah, but then you don't see all of the external, you don't see the shine, you don't see the definition, you don't see the strength until there's a light on the inside. If you want to look pretty, you can just do cosmetic things on the outside, right? Wear tighter clothes. But if you want to shine from the inside, let's start to ask the gut what it is that it needs. Let's ask the body what it is that it needs in postures of prayer, and let's ask the heart what it needs in Sunnah supplements. Always a pleasure to spend these 10 plus minutes with you. I hope today was okay. First time talking to you from the treadmill, so I tried to keep the thoughts going, but I definitely know I said a few phrases. They're called phrases you use to kind of join the sentence or to keep the silence. So for a second, let's take 3 breaths together. Deep breath in if you're going to walk and you're going to use the treadmill. So you're trying to fill the entire air. The belly's come in, the belly button and the area underneath is sucked up and in. That's my second one. Big gulp of air. And I'm going to cycle that air out as long as I can. Deep breath in through the mouth. And I'm going to cycle that air out through the nose. Barakallahu feekum. Don't go on the treadmill until you have identified your hips. Know that you're walking at a proper pace, that you're gripping the ground as you walk. Please consult the proper way to walk on a treadmill or the proper way to walk in general. You can find any number of YouTube videos on that. I hope everyone has a fantastic last 10 days. May you be protected from hellfire, and as a result, as a sign of your protection from hellfire, may the activities of this world and the speech and the depression, the anxiety, the hopelessness that's associated with going to hell, the addictions that have to be met so that you can be happy, may all the things that could lead you to the hellfire, may you be protected from them. Peace be upon you.